All right. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you, Yoshi. You have the floor.
Thanks a lot, George. I hope everybody can hear me. To go back a little bit, make a little bit of a bridge with Jeffrey Tucker. He said he said, I hope you're in it for the long run. So here I am, 20 miles out of Liberland, showing my Liberland passport to all of you. We're going to have 18 minutes left out of 30, but I hope that we can get a little bit extra of you, George.
Yes, of course.
Very full program in the next 30 minutes. We're going to talk and present you with many SLP tokens running on top of the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. So I have my own little stream that I do on Twitch, Honkler Hangout, where I had already a couple of you as my guest. For the ones that join in this panel, you are all invited, but after the 1st of September, because I'm having a summer break, but for this special occasion, basically we are celebrating the Bcash B-Day today. I didn't know if anybody already mentioned that to any of you. Also, I am so incredibly positive about all these SLP tokens that I have to protect you from my containment. Basically, I'm gonna protect myself a little bit so that nobody gets sick along the way, you know. All right. So with that out of the way, I have one more small announcement that I'm gonna do. My good friend Poxt, he runs his own flip starter campaign, which I promised him to announce it. He is working hard on so many things for Bitcoin Cash, so I have just shared it in YouTube. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead. I'm going to follow the official program on 2020.bitcoincash.org. And that means I start with the Permissionless Software Foundation today. psfoundation.cash. I have seen it's a mintable token. I am not sure who is representing that. I'm Chris, yeah. Thanks for showing your hand. I have found a video and a website which I will share on YouTube. And maybe while I do that, you talk with me a little bit about the Permissionless Software Foundation.
Sure, I'll try to be brief and keep it on a high level so that everybody else can talk. But we just had our first funding airdrop. We had over 90% participation. So to just briefly at a high level explain what the Permissionless Software Foundation is that's difficult because we really are trying something that's never been done before. But at the highest level, the problem that the Permissionless Software Foundation is trying to solve is the funding of open source infrastructure. And this is a problem that's much bigger than the Bitcoin space. It includes the Bitcoin space, but it really encompasses all of open source. And so I encourage people to go to psfoundation.cash and read about it. But real briefly, there's three main facets to the Permissionless Software Foundation. The first two are really easy to understand. We're a consulting firm. We sit in the middle between developers and entrepreneurs, and we try and connect those two people together. The second facet is that we build what we call vending machines, which are just automated applications. And if you go to psfoundation.cash, you can interact with our first one, which is the token liquidity app. You send it Bitcoin Cash, it sends you tokens. You send it tokens, it sends you Bitcoin Cash. It's totally automated. And we're building all sorts of things where they're just coin operated. You put in some Bitcoin Cash and you get something immediately out of it that's of value. So that's how we're funding the token. And then the third aspect is this foundational aspect that we can use to fund common goods like full nodes and things that can't be directly monetized. And that's the big problem we're trying to solve. And like I said, we just had our first funding airdrop today. So this is the first time we've done it. It was wildly successful, more successful than I had expected. So we're off to a really good start. And, you know, I'll just kind of summarize it there because I'm interested to hear about the other token projects.
Chris, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. There is actually one thing I forgot, which I always do when I stream to people. One Corona per day keeps my doctor away, guys. So cheers for that one.
Cheers.
The next one on the list is Romit of ZAPT, the ZAPT wallet. If I found it correct, Romit, then 1 billion total coins of ZAPT. You also work closely together with RNEW. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the ZAPT wallet and all the progress that you have been making since only 2 months of your existence.
I always forget. Sure, thanks for that, Yoshi. And it's actually 3.5, 4 months now. It's not 2, but yeah. Anyway, I think we are probably the only wallet, if I'm not sure, with a native SLP token.
We have one more, but that will be later on this same panel.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong in that sense. But yeah, so our plan was basically to have some sort of reward mechanism for the users of the wallet. So initially we started out by having ZAPT for referrals, right? Like you refer a user to our platform, you basically get some tokens. But we ended up extending that to any tokens that we partner with, which we called feature tokens. So yeah, ZAPT is a Bitcoin Cash and SLP wallet. We have peer-to-peer services built into the wallet, which are basically powered by a non-custodial escrow, which is similar to local.bitcoin.com. And we basically have something called payment partners to provide liquidity to our platform, and they earn 50% of fees for basically providing the liquidity. And we also use ZAPT to further incentivize users to provide liquidity on our platform. So every week, users basically get up to 1,000 ZAPT tokens based on how many orders that they complete. And it's kind of a competition between other payment partners as well. Yeah, so that's how it started out. But we kind of moved towards having some sort of a staking. It's not really like a script-based staking. It's just like a reward for using ZAPT or storing ZAPT tokens within ZAPT. So that's just a brief about
I spoke a bit with Ned Swervey, and I'm sure he's going to tell us a little bit more about that specific reward. So thanks, Romit. ZAPT.io. We already saw you also in the wallet panel. So with that explanation, I will move on to the next one because we have a full list, and I see Laura waiting already. Laura, you have been my guest already once on my show. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. You are representing SPICE token. My information tells me that there are 1 billion SPICE in circulation. I am going to share a video in the YouTube chat and of course the website of spicetoken.org. Maybe while I do that, you could tell us a little bit about what SPICE is all about.
Well, first of all, I would like to say congratulations to BCH, 3 years, and here's another 300, hopefully.
Happy birthday.
Very good. It's a B-Day. It's a B-Day, guys. At least for the hopers among us, it's B-Day.
Happy B-Day. So let's see, we have a lot of new things coming out in the SPICE bot. Some things I'm not able to discuss, but as you guys already know, we now have BCH tipping for the SPICE bot, and that's pretty exciting for the whole community, and it's going very well. I have something else that's going to be coming out hopefully by mid-August to the end of August, and that's going to be something totally new and different for BCH and for SPICE. So I'm really anxious to share it. However, it's one of those things that you can't share until it's done. So hopefully that'll be just as exciting to y'all as it is to myself. And I mean, we're just plugging along. And you know, we're just really enjoying it. SPICE chat is growing by leaps and bounds. We have some really good people in there. The Spanish chat is really taking off considerably, and we're just having a really good time with that. And so, you know, we're adding new users every day, not only to SPICE but to Bitcoin Cash. The kids are just really eating it up. They love cryptocurrency. I kind of feel like we have, you know, onboarded several, you know, people and younger people to Bitcoin Cash just through the SPICE token. So that makes me proud. You know, I'm really happy that I've been able to contribute that to the BCH community.
It's all about growing community, and Spice is a great way of doing that. There's a lot of positivity in that group. Every time when I fall asleep, I wake up with thousands of messages missed in my Telegram, which I just cannot keep up with. So congrats to that community for sure. Laura, if you agree, then I will move on to the next.
Absolutely.
All right, and that means we're going over to SOURtoshi.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. SOURtoshi, I found out that SOURtoken has a 42 million units outstanding. I am going to share the website. I have also seen that every Saturday, which is it today is Saturday or not?
Today is, yep.
So we just missed your poker tournament, or is it coming in like 4.5 hours from now?
Yeah, we typically do it at 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time every Saturday.
So 4.5 hours from now on blockchain.poker, you can join in on the SOURtoken poker tournament. I'm going to share your website with the YouTube watchers, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about SOURtoken, please, SOURtoshi.
Awesome. Thank you, Yoshi. Yep, so I'm SOURtoshi. I created the SOURtoken and keepbitcoinfree.org. Initially, I just created this project as a way to motivate myself to learn more about building on top of BCH and Simple Ledger, and then share that knowledge with the community as I learn more. I also wanted to use Sour to give back to those in the community that have been promoting Bitcoin Cash and Simple Ledger. And some of the stuff I've learned, I've been able to set up some guides and share that with slp.dev. So if you're a developer looking to learn more about building, that's a great resource to check out. Yep, so we have 42 million tokens in total, and divisible by 8 decimals. So that's double the amount of Bitcoin divisible by the same amount there. And we have a lot going on, just kind of trying to build as much as I can and give back to our holders and everybody in the community, but recently released a paper wallet generator for the SOURtoken. And you can use that to generate your own paper wallet and load SLP tokens on there, and then give that out to others as cash, or save it to hold for future airdrops and staking rewards. We have a donation program coming up that I'm working on, where we'll have specific organizations you can donate to in BCH, and you'll be rewarded with Sour for that. So that is coming up soon. We also have a merch shop you can pay using Bitcoin Cash, Sour, USDH, or Spice. And any orders paid not in Sour, you'll earn some Sour back on that. As Yoshi mentioned, we have poker tournaments every Saturday, and I'm also been working on our staking system, and that is in progress, but you'll be able to earn more Sour back by holding that Sour longer. Also want to just give out a quick shout out to Digital Technology Group, who I've been working with recently. They have a lot of exciting SLP projects coming up. One of those being slpswap.com, which isn't out just yet, but it should be similar to Uniswap for ERC20 tokens, except using SLP tokens there. So that should be fun.
That sounds exciting.
Thanks a lot, man.
Which platform are you going to use to determine the price with that? Just to have a quick question, or is it based on fair value?
So that it's essentially a fully decentralized protocol for automating the liquidity. I'm not sure exactly about all the details about that, but
okay.
hopefully be able to share more soon.
We will see it. I'm a little bit. I have a trader background, so that always interests me.
Nice.
Like that. So if you agree, SOURtoshi, I will continue to the next token.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Which is thank you as well for being here and being part of today's B-Day. The next token is Renewable Cash. My big friend Ned Swervey, who knows me from my stream Honkler Hangout, twitch.tv/Honkler Hangout. Let me just make a little bit commercial for myself as well. Ned, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm fine, Yoshi.
Renewable Cash. 10
I've got
billion.
to,
Oh, yes, go ahead.
I've got to give a shout out to that mask. It's like keeping COVID 1984 out of the way.
Yeah. COVID 1984. It's happening all over the globe. You can even drink your Corona through the mask, so it's
Through the mask,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
How is that going down in your local area anyway?
Well, the reason why I developed this mask in the first place is because yesterday in the supermarket they asked me to please wear a mask because people here are being suppressed, they are being blackmailed. If they would sell me stuff without me wearing the mask, they get fined. So I don't want to put my fellow citizens in jeopardy. And I developed this mask really within the last 24 hours. And then I was like, you know, I will wear it with the stream as well, because my words are so contagious, Ned. I am so positive on all these SLP tokens. I need to protect you all from going all in, you know. So I hope my mask will help you with that. Let's go to renewable cash, the token that gives people a what's the right word for that? A reward for producing renewable energy. I have seen that there are a total of 10 billion tokens, and I am going to share your website. I am going to share the faucet, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about the ZAPT collaboration. The Renewable Cash and ZAPT wallet are working together, and I'm sure you know a lot more about it.
Yeah, sure. I'll give a little intro. So my name's Nathan, CEO of Mutiny Ventures in the UK. Founder of renewable.cash. What is renewable.cash? Its ticker symbol is RNEW. It's built on Bitcoin Cash. It's simple ledger token protocol. At the heart of it is we are rewarding people that produce renewable energy. We're hoping to be, with that reward, the first renewable token. There are a few others out there that actually can act as a means of payment. A means of exchange, and we're working on a few features which involve staking interest rewards over a 5-year period. So those renewable energy providers or producers or institutions or domestic properties that produce alternative energy, they can be rewarded for their installed capacity and also rewarded for their energy production that they're outputting. Over a period of a long term. So we're here for the long term. We're working with ZAPT on staking and also on means of payment with merchants that we're going to be onboarding as well. The renewable energy sort of market is huge. If you look at how many installations there are in just the UK, we've got over 900,000 homes with solar on in the UK. In the United States, I think you're looking at, let's just check this. Yeah, you're looking at about 4 million homes in the United States alone, and that obviously goes to all sorts of countries all around the world that are producing renewable energy. So we feel that the government at the moment is rewarding people with renewable energy, and we all know what the government can do. They can stop any kind of incentivization. They can centralize it how they want to. We want to sort of give our reward as a sort of permissionless reward. It can be transferred borderless to any country around the world. But at the same time, we want to reward anyone who's in Africa, whether you're in England, you're in Australia, you want to be receiving the same reward. So yeah, there's a few features that we're working on. That's how we work.
Yeah, what is most interesting is, of course, that you are digging into an already existing market, but with a crypto product. And that's a great way of growing a crypto community, because those people already do their thing and they are doing their thing to make some money. And then you're telling them, hey, if you just listen to me for a while, you can make some money with me too. And I really think that it can open the eyes of many, many people that are, you know, working with renewable energy and then just end up with you because you are digging into their market. So that is a great idea, I think, of growing the crypto community in general. So,
well, if we look at the amount of people that are producing renewable energy that don't know anything about cryptocurrency, so we're going to go after this market quite aggressively over the next sort of 6 to 12 months, whether that's Google Ads and marketing and so on. So whether these people have never even heard of cryptocurrency, But the point is that we can onboard people to Bitcoin Cash through the SLP. And I think a lot of the SLP tokens that are existing at the moment, some of the top ones especially, if they can find a niche market, this is where the future of Bitcoin Cash users is going to come from.
Also is going to come from. But okay,
Also.
we are in the SLP.
Also.
We are in the SLP token panel, so of course it's all about SLP tokens here.
It's an important
man,
factor.
Thank you so much, man. I'm sure that we will talk more. If you agree, I continue to the next SLP token project, which is the drop token. I do not see my big friend Semyon here right now. I do see. Is anyone representing drop present?
Unfortunately, he was at the last minute. He was not able to join us.
Right.
Did
well,
he drop?
He dropped. He dropped. I'll be quiet. I have some things, but I will not speak them out. Let's go to Pen. George, it's actually you. I have looked into so many things, and I got most excited by your project, and then I found out that you are actually hosting this entire thing. So you are now 14 hours live, and now I'm gonna ask you to also explain your project to us a little bit. I must say, it looked very good. So I think you can say it even better than me, although you're already live for 14 hours. I'm going to share your crowdfund website and your crowdfund video on the YouTube chat. And maybe in the meantime, you can talk a little bit about what it is you are doing with PAN.
Okay, thanks. So my project is BCH Latam. We're doing adoption, systematic adoption in Latin America, along with teammates in multiple countries, most notably Sebastian here also in Colombia and Jose in Caracas. We're aiming to use remittances to kind of generate inflows so that merchant adoption can be more sustainable. And we're also focused on turning the whole adoption process into a self-sustaining system where people get paid, you know, Uber style. You know, somebody opens up the app and they're like, hey, you know, sign up a merchant or learn about this. And when they do it, they get verifiably, they get paid. They get paid in PAN token. And also those people can buy our PAN tokens. It's a limited supply, 400,000 total. And you can buy our PAN tokens, and that finances our work. A few months ago, we were looking at doing a wallet from scratch, but now I think that we're going to do our best to learn from Chris Troutner at fullstack.cash and launch some apps that way, and make this thing profitable and return the profits, return a portion of the profits proportional to the holdings of PAN tokens back to PAN token holders. And so you can get information about that at bchlatam.com.
Yes, and then with a /forward crowdfunding 2020, we will get to your token sale, George. Great summary. We are trying to catch up in time, so if you agree, then I'm going to the last group of the day. Although I must say that I then miss one face that I haven't spoken with, but we will see how that works out. I am first going to work my list down to the last one that I wrote down, which is Satoship.io, secure, anonymous, trustless, and open. Guys from Belgium. I'm born in the Netherlands. I don't know if you speak some Dutch, but let's keep it in English. Let's keep it in English.
Hi. So yes, we speak a little bit of Dutch. So dag.
Okay.
Yoshi. Yes. So we are working on a hardware wallet, which is as the form of a smart card, and we are the very first hardware wallet that supports SLP tokens, in addition, of course, to BCH. So if you want to store safely or mostly conveniently your SLP tokens, Spice, Sour, you name it, you can do it easily on your SLP hardware wallet with Satoshi. And so we, as you said, we are an open source hardware wallet, very easy to use with the Electron Cash SLP wallet. It's really click, 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 and it's done. So I think it's nice to have token. It's a real interesting utilities for BCH and for mass adoption. And if you can combine them with a convenient way to use your token, it's even better. And as you see, you can even have a design for your SLP token. So, I mean, what do you want more?
Guys, I think listening to what you're doing, you should connect a little bit with SOURtoshi, who is going to do an any-to-any swap, what he said today. I don't know, but it might work out.
Yeah, already done. Already done.
Already done. Okay, okay. Well, I'm just giving suggestions here. There is one face now on the entire screen that I don't believe I've spoken with, Jan Bauda. Please tell me what you're doing here, Jan.
Good afternoon, everybody. I created RFND token. RFND token is stands for a crypto mutual fund. It was born from one need. I realized in February, on February, that my pension fund was sinking. It was just going straight down. I don't know if you have similar experience.
Well, I tell you, Jan, I started Bitcoin because I canceled all my pension savings 6 to 7 years ago. But okay, let's go. Let's continue.
And then I thought, if they do it so bad, maybe we should bring something innovative, some different new proposal. So on February 25th, one of my friends, instead of going to her dinner and have some tacos, she invested in refund.
Okay.
It was a very small investment, but from $5, she made already $33. So we did a lot of effort. Basically, we pay rewards every 2 months in Bitcoin Cash. And what can I tell you? It was completely new experience for us. I also feel a lot of support by some of you, by Nate, Romit, Chris, and we made a lot of friends, a lot of alliances. A lot of people put hope into our project, and that's what we are doing. Basically, we have to generate profits, fair profits for investment. This is the main goal for our token. And the second is bring some unity in all SLP tokens and also with other tokens. Because, for example, yesterday or 2 or 3 days ago, I was reading one article about Ethereum fees. I don't know if you agree with me, but I find them kind of offensive, like that kind of increase over 1,000% in 1 year. This is something that maybe for Ethereum now it works, but on the long run is something not really good, especially considering the people from other countries. So that's what I think, that we have a strong competitive advantage as SLP tokens. Now we are in a process where we are going to, on exchange, we are going to convert our revenue model into staking platform, and we are going to also implement some utility features to our token in the Q4. Basically, what can I tell you? We have done a lot of progress. I found a lot of support in our community. And well, I also appreciate a lot of refundians and people from other platforms who are already supporting us. And also a lot of people from Uptrend. Uptrend is a Ethereum-based token, but a lot of people came from there. And it's important that people know that we can give them a warm welcome to our community.
Jan, let me tell you right now that you are welcome as my guest on Honkler Hangout, and we can talk more about it. I do want to emphasize that we are short on time. We started late, but I'm gonna thank everybody for presenting their project today here on the B-Day Bcash did I say that right? Cash B-Day. And George, thank you so much for giving some time also for all the SLP projects. It was my pleasure of doing this. I hope to see you all one day on twitch.tv/Honkler Hangout. I start again in September. 9/11 will be the first special, and we're going to talk about explosions. And if you have an opinion about it, contact me. You are more than welcome to talk with me about that day.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. What a great job you did as a moderator. I'm so impressed. Great
George,
work.
keep going. How many hours, George?
14 hours and 40 minutes so far.
It's a long time.
Still got 2 hours to go.
Happy birthday, BK.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
You guys.
Right. That was the SLP panel. What a great group of people. And up next is Carol Chefkowski, I think it's pronounced. Carol, are you close to coming on?
And now that we still have, I'm still here. You didn't ban me yet, George, from the chat. So here you go. There's also the Liberland Merit SLP token. Make sure to check out the Liberland.org website, guys. I am 20 miles out of Liberland. We're building a new nation, and we can use so much help from everybody. So just a little extra. I didn't plan it, but I'm still here. So.
No, thanks for making use of the dead time between talks.
And you know, George, you're doing a great job. Thanks for organizing all of this. They told me I should be part of it, and I'm very glad I am. So I am watching you since I woke up, which is not 14 hours ago, but you're doing. I know I have done one. Let's say I had a 28 hour in total stream. Once, but I know what you're dealing with. So keep it up. You're getting towards the end. Stay sharp, and best of love from me and all of Liberland.
Stay strong, George.
Thanks, Yoshi. Thanks, Nate. All right.
Also, if we have a minute while we're waiting for Carol, I put a link in the YouTube chat to another YouTube video where it was sort of a recap that I did, since we were just talking about SLP tokens. If anybody out there wants to know like the early history of the SLP token and how it got started, we had a great discussion panel for like an hour where we had all the original creators on, and we all kind of talked about our influences and how we all work together as sort of this loose-knit cyberpunk group to bring the token and create it on the Bitcoin Cash ecosystem. So I encourage people to check that out if they want to know the history of the SLP token and how it was, how we gave birth to it.
Very cool. Very cool.